Welcome back to Survival, everybody. Episode 9. I'm just in here having breakfast in our brand new cabin. We put this in on the previous episode. It looks glorious. We finally got a nice living quarters after living in that tent for so many episodes now. And it is quite the upgrade. We got a nice little wood stove here as well, keeping us nice and warm. It did cost a little bit on the budget, but it beats living in a tent. So on today's episode, I think what we're going to do is go ahead and get this weeded right away. And then I want to get over here. We can start marking some trees. Probably getting ready for the next field to plow in, I think, so we can start making some more money, which would be great. We do need a lot more money so we can progress the series. I also want to say that I went ahead and installed the Chop Straw mod. Chop Straw for Harvester mod, I guess I better say it right. That will allow us to, when we don't produce a swath on our harvester, that will be a fertilization state, which will help tremendously since we can't afford fertilizer right now. We'll see how that goes. I never used that mod before, so it's the first time to use it. Obviously we can't use it on this field because we already harvested it, but the next ones we do, we'll see how they turn out and then go from there. We'll see here. It looks like it's doing pretty good. So this will take a little bit of time, and then we'll get on to marking some trees. Excelente. Actually goes pretty good. I got a nice width working with on this, even though it's quite small here. It actually takes away more than it actually should, which is great. Let's check the weeds. Shouldn't really be much around. A little bit here and there, but I think we'll go with that. Looking pretty good. This was house canola. Yeah, that's right. We're not going to get a very big yield out of that. But again, we got the mod, so that'll help in the future. Okay, so what I think what we'll do is we're going to have to go ahead and mark which trees we want to take down, how we're going to do this new field. Eventually, I probably would want to get a grass field, but I don't think we're going to start with that yet. But regardless, it does have to get plowed up anyway, so I guess we can put the plow on this tractor so it's ready. There we go. I'll just leave it here. So it's out of the way. We got to use the truck and our log trailer. We'll do some marking. We got the spray paint, which works pretty well. So in addition to the Silver Run Forest DLC, the Platinum, yeah, because Premium was the latest one. It's hard to get those straight. The Platinum DLC from Giants, which added all that great stuff. Okay, so how do we kind of want to do this? Still want to keep maybe... I don't know, we probably could go to the road if we really wanted to. I just feel like it might take away some of the privacy from our house, but does it really matter? That's a good question. I think we'll take like these two out. This one here. These few here. And then we can see what it looks like from there. Obviously, get rid of these. So eventually, we might do like 2 small fields. We actually own all the way up until this T right here, straight across. So it's quite a bit. So it'll be interesting how this turns out. Let's grab our spray paint. So obviously this guy's got to go. And we'll take out these 2 big ones here. Should get quite a bit of money for these. I do want to give a shout out to Marcelo in the comments, because he did say I'm able to pick up 200 kilograms that we measure on here of weight, so we can go quite a bit length on these logs, which will help get a bigger price. I wasn't sure of the cap on those, but I guess it's 200, so that'll help out a lot. And then let's go with this guy here, I think. Like so. So we got a few to get started, I think. Yeah, that guy there. We'll probably take out this small one here too, which is kind of a given. Really gonna open it up right here though. We'll see how it looks. We could always plant some extra trees as well. And we got our stump grinder on our Bobcat, so stumps will not be a problem. Bam. Yeah, because I'm not sure. We'll see how our 200 kilograms goes on these logs. They are heavier as they're closer to the bottom, of course. Thicker. Delimbing is always a fun part. Let's see, cut the top off here somewhere, I think. There we go. Okay, look at that nice log. So I don't think... Get this. Let's see where this gets us. Let's go a little extra big, I think. Mass, 2.3 tons. So let's try to go a little bit big. If we have to cut it in half from there, we'll do that. Kind of not sure where 200 tons is gonna, or 200 kilograms is gonna get us. So that's 600. So it's probably gonna have to be. This might even be a little too big. Again, we are at the bottom of the tree. Yeah, 270, so it won't allow us. It's a good experiment to see right where we get to 200, and then we can lift it up. I don't know. Let's try this. I'll start getting an eye for it eventually, maybe. 220, so still not quite. Yeah, these are big, heavy logs. Alright, 199. Yeah, 200 then. Thanks a lot, Marcel. That helps out a lot. We can keep your... Or Marcelo. Keep your name right. Okay, so we'll get these cut. And we'll get them loaded up and we'll get these sold. I was just looking over. There's quite a bit of wood. I think we'll cut this tree down here. It's kind of close to the road. It kind of... kind of wonder if I should keep it or not, but... I think we'll get rid of it. Be the last one we do on this episode, I think. And then what we'll do is kind of like... Probably as we do more here... We can rent some bigger equipment and start... Ooh! Ooh! Insurance company's never gonna believe that one. Maybe we'll take a lot more of these other trees out. Typically we can carry, let's put this one, keep these as whole as possible. Makes it a lot easier. We'll see what we made on wood for this episode. I think it's going to be quite a bit. And the last piece, there we go. Yeah, so let's take another look here. So yeah, these ones by the road, we may or may not get rid of these in the future. Maybe I'll just run the field out to the road. I can't really decide right now if I want to do that. It does kind of like give us nice locked area here. But if we just come right with the field and kind of do like a curve here maybe. Then we can swing it out here. This tree. Should we get rid of that one too? And then we could go a little bit wider here and then come down to here. And then eventually do the rest of this other stuff later. Or should we go with what we got? Yeah, it's in the way. We gotta hit that one too. Let's get her done. Okay, that should be the last of it right there. There's a lot of tree there. Got it all in the trailer. I think that should do. And we can get started. Like I said, we could always expand the field further. Yeah, I think that will work quite nicely. We'll just kind of keep along the road here and go around. And then we can always cut more down or however we decide to expand. So what I think we'll do before we end the episode yet is we'll draw in the grass and then we'll get these stumps cut and then we'll probably do an outline of the field and then we'll start plowing it on the next episode, I believe. Alright, see if we get some decent money for this one. $650. So how much money did we make on wood for this episode? Sold wood, $13,809. That is a nice chunk of change. That should help us out tremendously. Excellent. Now in order to make this look a little bit better so we can see what's going on, we'll just take some grass. Because there's a bunch of stumps all over it. It's very hard to see where they're all at. But if we do this, won't be any problem at all. I don't know if I want to... We could always plant some more bushes here too, I suppose. I guess there was no trees that close. Let's grab our stump grinder. So we get this out of the way. Again, I think the Bobcat was a tremendous purchase for this playthrough. Give us a bunch of different tools. I would like to get that tree cutter tool, which would be kind of fun to try. It's a little expensive though, so it's definitely not high on the list. Okay, so we should be able to take these things right out. See if we get a decent view of that. There we go. I did cut them a little higher so you can see where they're at. Because if I went too low, we'd probably lose a few and run into some stumps, which is always fun when you're trying to get work done. Yeah, so we got quite a few here. So I'm going to crack on, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, I think that's the last one. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. I suppose we could maybe took the grass off, I suppose. I guess we'll find it if we run into one. I'm a little worried about this hill, though. And that tractor. It might have a problem. Going up or down, but I guess we are going to get a bigger tractor in the future, but it's going to be quite painful, I think. If that's how it works. It'll be a while before we upgrade. I'm trying to think of what the next thing we want to get is. I originally said that we wanted to get a fertilizer operation going, but with that mod now, I think we could probably hold off on that. It's just a kind of a bigger expense than I want to deal with. Okay. So that should do good there. Now we'll get an outline of where this field is going to be. Okay, we'll probably... Okay, we better turn create fields on. Excellent. This is going to take quite a bit of time. Like I said, I think we'll just do the outline. We'll save the rest for the next episode. Don't have to go too close to the tree here. Should look cool when it's all done and it's all rounded and kind of organic. Well, we could probably come a little further out than what we have. Something like this, I think. It's gonna be quite a big field. Probably, what? We get a good look at it? I guess we'll get a good look at it when we're done. Let's see how it handles going up this hill. This is what I'm worried about. It could be an issue. I do want to get this, probably put a gravel road in here, I think. Probably do that on the next episode too. Well, I guess I could have came out a little farther than where we started. Actually didn't go too bad up the hill, but we'll see what happens with the other attachments. Let's take a look at that. That is not bad. That's going to be quite a big field. What is that? Double than the size of the other one? Yeah, probably about double. Maybe even... Could that be 4 times as big? 2.5 times? Like I said, down the road we could always go ahead and plant grass and start making grass bales and all that good stuff. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so we're going to leave it there for today's episode. The next one we'll continue this. And we'll see what else we have in store. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.